Okay, we just got a new comment from Andrea Eusebio. Welcome. If you don't mind, I'll read a little bit of what you had to say. I've had tinnitus for 2 years and I can't get rid of it. It's all day there, present every day. And it doesn't give me a break for a second. My life has turned upside down because of tinnitus. I've been looking for medicine for treatment. Since there is no cure, and the impression I have is that every day is it gets worse. But I will try to follow some of your advice. I get depressed, anxious, a terrible feeling of not being in control. And thanks for the video. Okay. So Andrea, yeah, please do. I think I've got some good videos. It should be very helpful to someone like you. Probably the big issue here is just how you're so trained to not accept it. But I want to tell you something. As you come to accept it, as you come to realize this is normal and it's okay and that you're safe and nothing's going to happen to you, you're not going to notice it as much. You may reach a point where you don't notice it most of the day, and you'll have a very normal life. But what you did is very common, is you're always trying to find a cure for it. But the cure is a little tricky here. The cure is what we call habituation. The sound may not go away, but there's a very, 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 very good chance that you can habituate to it. 98+% people habituate to tinnitus, but it's usually a process that takes some time. It could take a couple of years, sure. And the people who don't habituate, they have some other medical problem, or they have a lot of mental health problems. And let's face it, we all have some mental health problems. So don't think you're the exceptional case or something like that. But it tormented me, and I couldn't sleep for months and months, and it was difficult. But I just decided that I have to accept it. I'm not going to be able to make it go away. And I have to say, I don't think about it very much. I've got the sound here. I hear it. It's constant. But I accept it. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can hear. I can talk. I can communicate with people. My hearing's relatively fine. So I'm fortunate in all those things. So it's just like there's a sound in the room. There's always a sound, right? And I could turn off the sound, but why do there's a fan in the other room right now. Why do I need to turn it off? Does it change anything? I'm still here. I'm still safe. Just because the fan's running, it's not dangerous. I don't need to be agitated about it. I don't need to be anxious. I just accept there's a fan. And I accepted that I have a ringing sound. And I took it a step further. I decided a few months ago that I was going to just say, I love the sound. It's a beautiful sound. I'm so fortunate to have this wonderful sound. It sounds like a beautiful waterfall in my brain, inside me, and it lets me know that I'm safe and I'm okay. It's kind of a Jedi mind trick, you might say, where you need to trick your brain into having a different emotion about the tinnitus. And let me tell you, it will change everything for you. As you get to accept it, and even you can say, I love it. It's so wonderful to have this sound. It's kind of funny to say that way, and maybe you don't think it's funny sometimes. I'm sorry, but we have a subconscious brain, and our subconscious brain likes to tell us that anything that might be dangerous. Our subconscious brain is so good at helping us to be like, oh my God, do something. And then we're in this anxious state. So we have to trick our subconscious brain. And really it's not a devious trick at all. we're teaching our brain to say, wait, no, this is not dangerous. Nothing's going to happen to me. And it's just a sound. And I'm fine. But you've got to do the work. You've got to keep reinforcing this message that I can make it go. I can make it go away by not noticing it anymore because I don't even care about it anymore. So in a way, you can make it go away. In a way, it'll always be there, but it'll fade so back into the background where it's like, even when you hear it, it's like, I don't care, and doesn't bother you. But you'll just get where your attention is on whatever you do in your life, and your attention is not on the tinnitus because I've got to answer this phone call. So I'll be back. I got to get your sexy, who is it called? Anyways, thank you very much for your comment.